What's up guys, Random Razor here with another tech video for you guys today. And today I bring you guys a quick review of the BestSkinsEver full body skin for Apple's new iPhone 5. This skin was sent for review, so of course I'd like to take this opportunity to thank BestSkinsEver for shooting me one of their amazing products for review. And of course, without further ado, let's give you guys my full in-depth review. For those of you who are unfamiliar with BestSkinsEver, BestSkinsEver is a very similar product to other brands such as Invisible Shield, Rapsol, and Ghost Armor. The biggest difference between BestSkinsEver and those other larger brands is that BestSkinsEver offers a much more affordable price, giving you guys the same, if not better quality skin. For example, Zag's Invisible Shield retails for $29.99 for full body protection, which includes the front, back, and sides of the iPhone. With BestSkinsEver, for the same amount of protection, you can pick one up for $8.99 for the exact, if not better, quality skin. The company tries to ensure that the minimized cost for consumer is low as possible. For example, BestSkinsEver ensures that they don't spend a whole lot of money on special packaging or any fancy packaging, just including your skins in the simple little envelope here to ensure that you get what you want, and of course minimize cost for you without having fancy packaging or even a bottle for the solution, as that can be easily made at home. Taking a closer look at the skin itself, BestSkinsEver's skin, just like Invisible Shield, Rapsol, and other brands I mentioned, are designed to protect your iPhone without adding any bulk and keeping the overall cosmetic and aesthetic look of it. Their total body skin protection covers the front of the iPhone here, as well as the home button, as well as all the sides, and of course the back of the iPhone. Taking a look at the cutouts on the skin itself, you have a large cutout here for the FaceTime camera, earphone, as well as the light sensor, and of course a cutout and even a protective covering for the home button. Taking a look at the side of the iPhone here, of course the entire side of the iPhone is protected. We also have cutouts for the volume keys, as well as a very precise cutout for the ringer and vibrate switch, a generous cutout for the power button, as well as the SIM eject tray. Taking a look at the bottom of the iPhone here, we have a generous cutout for the headphone jack, lightning port, and of course two cutouts for the microphone and speakerphone. As you guys can see here, because it's just a skin, pretty much all headphones can fit in here, as there's no obstructions in the way. And finally, the back of the iPhone here is all covered up, including the aluminum piece, as well as the two glass pieces on top here, and a very precise cutout for the camera, a rear microphone, as well as the flash. In terms of installing the skin, it's just like installing Invisible Shield or those other brands. You do require a solution, which unfortunately BestSkinsEver doesn't make, however it does reduce the cost for you, but it's a simple solution that you can make at home with tap water and soap. Obviously, do follow the instructions carefully, and of course do have patience with the skin. However, it does require an overnight or at least a couple days for the skin to cure and look like this on your iPhone, which is nice and shiny and of course adhered with no bubbles. Now keep in mind, when I mean by patience, do take your time with this. For example, I did rush the front a little bit here, and this is kind of good for me because I can show you guys what happens if you do rush it. Make sure you get all the bubbles out. You guys can see here I still have 2 bubbles left. I wouldn't be surprised if they disappear over time, as the skin is technically still curing onto the phone. However, it does look kind of bad with 2 bubbles on, but as long as you get it on right, the rest of the phone will look really nice. One thing I liked about the BestSkinsEver skin for the screen protector part of the phone is that it doesn't have that rainbow or oily rainbow effect that plastic screen shields generally have on the iPhone. As you guys can see here, the Retina display is unaffected by the skin. Everything is still crisp, vibrant, and clear, and of course the touch sensitivity isn't affected even with the skin on. One of the things that the skin actually does, which I do really like, is that it gives the iPhone 5 a really nice shiny and glossy look. For example, the slate satin finish originally on the iPhone, although exposed, gives it a really nice shiny and glossy effect, which I think looks a lot more sharper and a lot more cleaner than the original matte finish on the iPhone. In terms of how bad the skin catches smudges or fingerprints, it's pretty much no different than using the iPhone without the skin on. Eventually, it will collect fingerprints and smudges over time, and the fact that your entire phone is covered up, at least it's not on your iPhone, plus it can be easily wiped off. One of my favorite parts of the skin is mainly the side protection, which not a lot of companies do offer. BestSkinsEver has done an amazing job protecting the sides here with very precision cut pieces of protective film. The film is perfectly cut, it doesn't spill over into the chamfered edge here, and all the buttons and everything are pretty much 99% perfectly cut out, including the home button on the top here, the volume keys, the ringer switch, and as I mentioned earlier, the headphone jacks, speakerphones, and lightning port here. Because of this precision, it really looks like there's nothing protecting the sides of the iPhone. And it also gives a really nice shiny finish, which I actually do kind of prefer over the original matte finish on the iPhone. One of the last favorite parts of the skin I did want to mention, of course, is the protective covering for the home button. A lot of cases, pretty much 99% of them out there, don't offer any sort of protection for the home button, except for maybe a case like the OtterBox Defender case, which pretty much covers everything. But nonetheless, that's this thick case, this is not, and it's really great that BestSkinsEver offers a separate cutout for the home button. As you guys can see here, works extremely well, and of course the home button, it isn't made of glass like the rest of the iPhone, so it can scratch up easily as well, kind of ruining the look if you really beat it up. But nonetheless, it's nice that they offer it, and of course it doesn't even look like there's anything there. In conclusion guys, I highly recommend the BestSkinsEver, mainly for the price and the amount of protection that it offers. BestSkinsEver is definitely a great alternative for those who don't want to cover your iPhone up with a case or add any bulk or weight to it with a case. It gives you full body protection without compromising the overall looks or even adding any weight to the iPhone. The obvious disadvantage with, of course, BestSkinsEver or pretty much any type of skin is that skin won't really protect your phone from an actual drop. For example, a bumper style case or any type of case really is that when your phone falls, the case will be the first to make impact with the floor and of course take the full brunt of the force and energy, so it transfers most of that energy into the case rather than directly to the iPhone. If you do drop your phone with the skin on, granted the skin might protect your phone from scratches, but it won't really do a whole lot in terms of major dents or shattering your screen. But nonetheless, not all of us have slippery fingers, and of course this is definitely a great idea and of course an affordable price for a really great protective skin. And of course you can pick one up right now off of BestSkinsEver's website in the link in the description below. Right now they have a special price, as I mentioned earlier, for $6.29 over the normal retail price at $8.99. Definitely for either price, it's a really great deal, a much better deal than the more expensive brands such as Invisible Shield, which offers their full body skins for $29. Anyways, thanks for watching guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and of course if you guys have any questions or comments about this particular skin, ask away down in the comment section there down below, and I'll see you all next video. Peace!